Hi, welcome to another episode of the Hooligan Hangout with your hosts Edward, Noah, and Anthony, and I, Alex.
No nuts to
Hi,
you,
Alex.
It is me, your father.
the
Uh,
Alexator.
the but in other news, the Halo TV series that is coming out pretty soon actually had a big reveal just now. I don't know if y'all heard. I think Noah talked to me about it. Where he's gonna have a face reveal for Master Chief. How do you feel about that, Noah? I feel like you've played Halo before, right?
What happens when Master Chief is a woman?
I
that's
think
Master Chief.
I think given the context of the whole Halo franchise and just how iconic Master Chief is in the series, the whole like premise of him, he's not only is he like a badass, but the mystery of it all, not knowing who he is underneath the mask. I feel like it's so like anticlimactic that it's going to be shown in a TV show rather than the game itself.
Honestly, I agree with you, but I think it kind of heads back into the territory with like the Mandalorian. You know, where Pedro Pascal was just tired of wearing the helmet. I don't know if there was rumors of him quitting just because of him wearing the helmet constantly. Um,
Yep, but it's stuff like that though. It's like you signed up for that though.
yeah, I know what you mean. But I personally, I'm excited to see what they do with it. I hope it's like this grand reveal, just to see that it's like a geriatric old man who's been fighting for 70 years against the Covenant.
This dude's like bald and like ugly.
Well, he is bald in the
It's gonna be
in the
fucking
books
Golem.
and like the animations they
Who's
have for him,
Master
like
Chief?
the studio wise from 343. They do have him like they show it at the back of his head sometimes, but that's it. They never show his full face because
That-
essentially what they started with, like in Combat Evolved, you were Master Chief, like you are the character, so that's your face on under that helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Master Chief's the main
Yeah.
character, Anthony. He's the green one. Green guy.
The Green Goblin.
The green soldier dude. I don't know how else to explain him, to be honest, because he never shows his face, so it's like you can't describe him.
He's he's what they call a Spartan, in the lore. But yeah, that's
I'm a
my
Spartan.
piece of news. Personally, I am kind of excited to see what they do with it, just to see the kind of reveal that would build up to that. So, what kind of occasion will Master Chief need to take off his helmet for? You know, because he never really had to take it off before,
Yeah.
unless he was having a panic attack because his blue girlfriend was disappearing. But,
Cortana.
but yeah, what'd you bring?
Cortana. You mean the Windows assistant?
Don't do my boy like that.
When she shuts down, it's like ding 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 ding.
That's her death noise, bro.
They use Microsoft in that game.
I'm pretty Microsoft. But anyway,
Oh God.
yeah, but hopefully it also got approved for a second season. No, you were telling us about.
Oh yeah, I was telling y'all that during the week. They already approved it for a second season, that means they're pretty confident in this first season. So we'll see.
I hope it turns into CW The Flash, where it starts off super great with the animation, like y'all been telling me about, and then it slowly heads into like a fucking Germanix commercial in the second season.
This dude wants it to fail.
I just want to see because like it's like if they have that much money to fucking start a Halo show, you know, like it's all
Like
Halo equipment is like futuristic, like it's almost all CGI if they're gonna try and do that, except the weapons.
Like
and shit.
it better deliver. Basically,
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah,
Like
I get
like
you.
Peacemaker delivered.
Which we're reviewing that, aren't we?
Yes. Yes, we are.
On IG
Are
Live.
we?
Stick around. Yeah, but you haven't watched it all unless you can catch up in a couple days.
It's a pretty lengthy series.
We're also watching
I am.
Euphoria.
Funny.
That's true.
No, but
We
Anthony,
can review that if y'all want. I don't mind. I don't really care either.
Rocha no like drama.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean we can't review it on our
Yeah,
Instagram.
y'all three can review it. I'm staying my ass out of that shit.
I have some very strong opinions about certain characters. But anyways, we're very sidetracked. Very sidetracked. That was my fault. Like I said, no. What did you bring tonight?
What did
to
I
the table?
bring? I brought the long-awaited, years in the making, Stranger Things has finally come out with some information about season 4 and even season 5. When was the last time when did season 3 come out? Like 2019?
It's like 18, 19, yeah.
18, 19. It's been a while. So they finally came out season 4, and the reason they took so long, creators Matt and Ross Duffer have talked to us about, is they took forever to write the script. They had 9 scripts. They had over 800 pages worth of
God.
dialogue and material, and it required 2 whole years of filming. And I assume that is also because they filmed at a
It's
lot
a
of
lot
different
of filming.
a lot of different locations, a lot of places that are going to be take place in season 4. But it's so big that they said season 4 is going to be split up into 2 volumes, so it's probably going to be like
It's probably
double,
like a 24 episode thing.
like double the fucking episodes, which
Which is probably why it took so long to film too. That's a lot of shit.
I guarantee that they were trying to fit everything in one season, and then they're just like, no, we can't. We just can't do it. It's just not going to work.
Right. I think it was probably Netflix being like, "Hey, yo, you got to wrap this shit up quick, bro."
And there's like no, and then I think they have all the leverage there because how popular the show is. But volume 1's going to release May 27th, and then volume 2 will release on July 1st. So you have about a month to finish, volume 1 of the whole thing. And they also came out with 5 really cool posters. Y'all should check those out online because they're probably one of the best posters I've seen in a while.
I agree. They're like super sick art.
And then they also confirmed, as we all thought, because they've had a plan since the beginning of this show. They've had their whole arc and whole story written out. They knew what they were doing. Season 5 will ultimately end the series. I heard a rumor so take it with a grain of salt. I heard a rumor season 5 is going to be a big feature length film, but I doubt it, to be honest with y'all. I think it's just a rumor that someone started.
Should be taken lightly.
Sound cool. Yeah, it should be taken lightly. And they also said spin-offs could happen. I can almost guarantee you, even without them, spin-offs are going to happen. Just how popular
I could see that.
Just because of how popular the show is.
What even happened at the end of the last season?
Did you watch it?
I just don't remember.
Spoilers,
actually, I guess you
for the
shouldn't
last
say
season?
that.
Oh, spoilers for the last season of Stranger Things.
Billy died. That's
Hopper got zapped into the netherworld.
What?
He's in Russia.
I don't remember any of this.
Remember, he sacrificed himself, or quote unquote sacrificed
To
himself.
stop
He's going to
whatever.
sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
He's
So
in
wait,
Russia.
why is he in Russia? I thought
'Cause-
if he's dead, how's he in Russia?
Well, that's the whole premise. I think my theory is the portals act as like teleportation into different worlds.
strange. So how did Billy die? I forgot.
He sacrificed himself against the big monster,
The
Yeah,
big
he got
monster.
impaled.
big demogorgon, to save everybody.
What?
The big demogorgon.
Hope we got to rewatch. Those are the main parts. No, but that's about it. So I mean, it's coming very soon, guys. So if y'all are excited for that, then leave a comment, and we'll get to you. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. So my news for this week is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and spin-off Knuckles TV series have been announced, approved, and they are on the way. And I'm super hyped for this shit. I loved the first Sonic movie. The second Sonic movie looks like it's set up to be better than the first one. And could you imagine what would happen if they went through all of this with the old character models?
Dude.
Okay, still would have been a good movie though.
No, I feel like that character models would have single-handedly ruined the movie.
What was I didn't think it was that bad originally.
They were ugly though. They were pretty ugly.
Dude, kids are scared of him, dude.
No.
Bro, he looked like shit. I don't
a
know how to
human being.
describe how off-putting it was to see him like that.
More like a different animal than even a hedgehog.
We bullied the studio, dude. And they did it.
They got what was coming to them for it.
They're making money because of us.
Exactly.
But
It was our podcast that did it. We roasted them enough.
That just means they're really confident in the whole thing, which I mean, happy for them because it's.
The first one was a huge
awesome.
success, wasn't it?
Exactly. And a lot of people I remember after they changed the model, everyone was like, I'm going to watch it just because we got them to change it.
True.
And it turned out real good. So, I mean, that's how you do business. Smart business. Was Idris Elba was coming back for the series, right? Or no? Knuckles series?
I don't know. Edward? There's this guy I work in the mall. And there's this guy that just walks through the mall dressed as Knuckles all the time.
Huh? What?
Are you lost? I know the way.
That guy definitely fucks.
Honestly.
He gets all the bitches.
Are you being for real?
Yeah.
You being serious?
Yes.
Dude, that's weird. Homie's a furry.
I respect it. Not the furry thing, but that he has the courage to be able to walk like through a mall of people.
What?
That's-
And the thing is, that he's always wearing that outfit every time I see him.
Does he work somewhere at the ball?
He,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
he works at the Sonic store.
Yeah.
What's your news then, Anthony? Schmanthony?
So Sony has just casted Fred Heckinger as the main villain, the Chameleon, in Craven the Hunter solo film.
Fred Heckinger, the guy from iCarly, the really
Fred-
high-pitched voice.
Fred Heckinger. Actually,
Yeah.
he sounds really familiar.
No, that's not him.
He sounds really familiar. I'm gonna look him up quick.
I know it's not him. I just wanted to fuck around.
He was in The White Lotus, if you ever watched that.
Yeah, I remember where he was from. Yep, he's been in quite a bit of stuff. Yep. I
Yeah,
remember.
he's gonna be.
Yeah, he's a good actor,
He's gonna be the Chameleon in Craven the Hunter.
dude. The
That's
Chameleon has a
actually
lot of
sick.
potential. He has a lot of potential.
But also a lot of downfall. If they don't do it right.
Well, it depends what they're gonna use him for. Yeah.
And it'll be set obviously in the same universe as Venom and Morbius, so that's exciting.
It's exciting, but like, because the Chameleon, I feel like he'd be real cool. He's basically a villain that is exactly how he sounds. He can, manipulate his way to look like
I
anybody,
can manipulate my way to look like you.
bro. But like, because the way Sony is like trying to set up with Marvel, it'd be cooler if they had like the rights to all like to be able to use all different Marvel characters for him to disguise himself as,
It would
You know
be
what I'm
pretty
saying?
cool.
Oh, that would be
but
cool.
not just limited to the Sonyverse. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Maybe there'll be a couple surprises. But if it's just limited to like Spider-Man villains, then what are you gonna do? Not much. That's okay.
But yeah,
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
Yo, baby!
Woo!
Craven the Hunter.
Thank you for that news, Anthony and Noah. Rocho, what did you bring tonight? Or just kidding, here you went. My bad.
Homie. Cut to the ad. Cut to the freaking ad.
Sponsored. Welcome back to the spoiler-free review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022.
Oh, that was fast. All
Your
you
mom
ready?
was fast.
I'll
You want
show
me
you
to do?
fast.
You want me to do my overview?
Yes, sir. Spit the bars, Noah.
All right, here we go,
On
boys.
my bars. Yeah,
You're done off the mic tonight, dude.
my bad.
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre was distributed to Netflix for the release in 2022. Just came out this past Friday. If you're watching this, it was last Friday. Directed by David Blue Garcia, starring Elsie Fisher, Olwen Fuweri, Mark Burnham. And this is basically a direct sequel to the original film back in the 70s, the very first one. And the synopsis they put out is influencers looking to breathe new life into a Texas ghost town encounter Leatherface, a legendary killer who wears a mask of human skin. Where do y'all want to start with this one?
It should be connected to the prior Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Why is that? That's a strong
it shouldn't have been.
Plot holes.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was like
No, it
I
was
didn't-
connected.
What
What are you talking about?
potholes? What potholes?
well, I thought it wasn't like a direct sequel. I thought it was more of like it was more of a reboot, but it takes place after like the events of the first one would have happened in that thing.
Well,
I didn't take it as like strictly canon.
It is canon. They
It
literally
is.
said that
I
They're
mean, it
they're
is.
they're treating it like Halloween 2018. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But what
it's-
pothole?
I mean,
though?
Halloween
I
2018
can't
was
really
only
explain
canon
without
to a
spoilers.
certain movie, to certain movies.
Yeah. Okay. What, Alex? What plot holes?
I can't really explain it, but it's just like certain characters that shouldn't have been there. You know what I mean? Or certain characters that were there but didn't serve much purpose.
Like what?
I know who you're talking about.
Spoiler free.
Oh,
Spoiler
okay.
free.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There-
I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna elaborate, so I was like, no.
There's certain scenarios, there's certain people, there is certain aspects of this film that are really, it's really hard to argue this is a sequel. Like, it's just kind of stupid
It
logic.
feels like
I feel like the way they made it a sequel was not lazy, but they just like added in something that
it's like
wasn't
the
necessary.
like the
Like
picture,
Alex said.
the horse, like where you draw a horse and it's like super detailed at first, and then you get the super sketchy head at the end. That's what it was. Like the first movie was the original Chainsaw Massacre, the one, not
Half
the
of the
original,
horse.
not the original, even the one that came out in 2000, like the early 2000 one. That one was much better than this one, and it's saying something because Netflix has a lot of money that they can be spending on movies to be able to make them.
You know,
Okay,
Netflix
well,
is just
well, I was about
gathering
to
those
say-
Infinity Stones.
Let's be real. This was a Netflix movie. Did any of us really go in expecting it to be good?
Yes,
Yes, because unlike y'all, I actually still enjoy Netflix movies.
Netflix does have some bangers out there. You know what I'm talking about?
They really do.
Depends what you're looking
Have
for.
you ever-
Most
have you ever
of them
seen-
are not good.
Well, they have good scary movies. Have you seen The Ritual?
That's also debatable. 'Cause
They
I feel
they
like their
do have
scary
good scary
movies,
movies.
they're like, I feel like the bar for scary movies lately has just been continually dropped and dropped to the point where a good scary movie is just a mid-tier normal movie.
Have you seen
I'd
The
agree.
Ritual?
No.
Yes.
I have not.
Yeah, well, that's one of my favorite scary movies.
What happened in The Ritual?
Yeah,
Your
what happened in The
mom.
Ritual?
It's for another time.
He
Okay.
doesn't know. Liar.
For another
Liar.
time.
No, but like I said, like the Netflix does have some good movies out there, so I'm sure they should have had more potential, especially with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
I think they really went with the gore aspect instead of like the story aspect.
I do have to say, if you're comparing this to like the other movies of Texas Chainsaw came out, this is probably hands down one of the best movies, like top 3 gore wise.
I agree.
It was a gore
It was-
fest. If
it
you're
was
looking for that in a scary movie, then this
Fucking
is the movie for
crazy
you.
ass slasher
I mean,
film.
it was less of a horror and just.
I was gonna say, I don't consider
more like
movies
a-
like
It's more like a
Jason
snuff
or-
film.
Say, I don't consider
Yeah.
like slasher movies horror movies. I think they're a genre within themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like
But
back in the day, maybe not now. I don't think it aged as well like as a horror movie, but like back in the day, Michael Myers is pretty fucking scary because the way they portrayed him in the shadows and shit, like you didn't know he was coming. A movie like this, I didn't think it was scary because he was just out in the open, just like killing everyone, looking at him, running fucking towards him,
On
ready to
Halloween
slash some
2018?
shit. No, the
I-
very OG Halloween.
Oh yeah. No, but I'm talking like I feel like I'd be more intimidated of the Halloween 2018 because you see he got shot multiple times. You know what I'm talking about? Multiple times, and he still came back. Like he still messed people up, and it was.
I
just,
think-
like,
I think Rob Zombie's Halloween was actually pretty creepy.
well, it's more that one's more gory than anything.
Yeah.
That one's more gore. But like I said, every perfect movie has a carbon copy.
Exactly.
do y'all want to go on
Um,
spoiler review?
Rich
No.
hasn't said anything for.
I'm looking at
spoiler-free
I'm
review.
looking at my notes, sorry.
What do you mean? I literally chimed in that whole beginning where it's like it was like okay. It was
You know,
I said it's just a Netflix movie. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like the peak horror Netflix movie is just mid, and this is like just below average.
Well, what's your peak horror movie for
Arguable.
Netflix then?
What?
What's your peak horror movie from Netflix then? The mid movie that's on Netflix.
I don't watch many horror movies on Netflix, so I'm gonna stay out of this.
They have.
I
Really
would
good
say
ones
it was
as well.
probably that trilogy of ones that were made all at once.
Oh, I love those ones. Those are awesome.
Jeepers
I would
Creepers.
say that would be peak horror, fantasy, sci-fi.
He's talking about Fear Street. I did a review on it.
Oh, I remember that.
I liked them.
those-
I like
those
that.
three.
I like the aspect of the trilogy, and they had a new one every Friday. It was really cool.
Yeah,
I think one they did butcher alongside of Chainsaw Massacre was also Jeepers Creepers, the ones that they came out. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I
They
did
made a
not.
third one. Did they make a
Did
third one?
not.
Yeah, they made a third one. It was terrible.
I did not know
They,
that.
they butchered the shit out of it.
I don't want to watch it then.
But
to be honest with you.
anyways, would you guys recommend this movie to people?
No,
If
well,
you're,
I,
look, if you're looking for a movie to turn your like I guess like a gore movie where you're just like like more like a gross out factor and you just turn your brain off, then yeah.
if you're a big heavy fan of slashers, if you're a big fan of Leatherface as a character, and just like like you said, turning your brain off, having a good time for a horror movie with a lot of gore, this is probably like a 8 out of 10 for you guys.
I'd recommend it.
Looking for a good
I-
horror movie. Yeah, I'd recommend
If
it.
you like horror movies, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
I wouldn't say if you like horror movies. I'd say if you like slasher movies, I would recommend it.
especially because
As a
he's such
horror
a big
movie,
franchise.
there was absolutely no aspect of horror, and it was all just like slash bang.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really fast paced too, so it's like they didn't even try to put any real aspects. It's just a lot of
Yeah, because
slashing.
like the most suspense, or like the part that makes horror movies horror is the suspense, and there's just no suspense because everything happens so fucking fast.
He's just straight murder through the whole movie.
Even when somebody's like hiding, there's always another person that appears, and then he kills them while someone else is hiding. So it's
Yeah,
like not focused on them at all.
This movie was only an hour and 20 minutes long.
Very short. So that's
That's
that says
including the credits, so it's probably like an hour long fucking movie.
they had to fit in all that gore.
I don't
But
think they had to fit it in. I think they're just like, how can we half-ass this fucking movie? It'll get clicks just because it's a horror icon, and then they just knocked it out.
Oh, let's at least give him all his gore, then they'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
No, but I had one more positive real quick before we like do our final verdict. I was just gonna say I really like that they brought some little bit of 70s aesthetic to like the title cards and like the music and some of it. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. But I guess overall, it is a recommend from the Hooligans if you're into this specific genre of movie. Now,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. Come back where you left off. Finish the pod. Listen to our final ratings. If you guys don't plan on watching it, it was nice having you guys listen. Y'all have a good night, day, time, whatever. Check out all our social medias at the Hooligan Hangout to be updated on any kind of, updates from our channel and anything that we upload. And make sure, check out our merch store, merch.streamelements.com/the Hooligan Hangout.
Ooh, and if you're on Spotify, make sure to check out our polls we left for y'all, and then leave us a rating if y'all can. It would really help us.
And please feel free to reach out to us. If you just want to talk about a movie, like we're more than
And
happy to
any
talk about a movie.
questions? Yeah, we're open to anything.
We're open to recommendations as well.
Yeah, so if you want to watch a
Unless
Netflix
it's
movie,
a Netflix movie.
if you want to watch a mid Netflix horror movie, let me know. I got you.
Yeah, I got you. I got you too, honestly. Me and Alex.
I stand by my statement.
Oh, okay.
All right, right into the spoilers, boys. How do you feel?
We'll start with the pros. Let's just start with the pros before we dive into other stuff.
I like the way
Pros.
I like the way the millennials died.
Gosh.
The intro was very, very strong in my opinion.
I love
the
intro title card. I love it.
The first 20 minutes of setting up the movie was like extreme. It was set up to be really, really good.
Bro, I'm glad me and you are on the same page, deadass. I was right about to say the first 20 minutes set it up to be a really good movie, and I was really interested and excited because like, oh shit, Netflix did something right for once.
Listen, I love the aspect, like y'all said, the setup of like it's a different story because they're coming to like renovate this whole town for the environment and shit. It went downhill for me at least whenever they fucking kicked his mom out, and then they don't even try to hide that that's Leatherface. Like you just know it is, but they try to do some subtle thing like not showing his face, and I was like, come on, bro.
Especially in the picture.
Everyone
That's
fucking
so
knew,
funny.
bro.
You know what else I didn't? Well, are we talking about pros still or cons?
Yeah,
Pros.
pros.
Okay. I mean, I think they did get it at first, like the leather part of his face. Like he does like cut the faces of his loved ones sometimes, and wear them. Just as like a little reminder.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how they kept true to that. Like the pretty lady outfit that he had in like the first movie. He cut off like his caretaker's face and started wearing it around. And he even put makeup on it later in the movie, just like like I said, like the pretty lady outfit. But other than that, I think that's like one of the only similarities between that and the way he uses his weapons.
His chainsaw.
Because he's still like a child, like he was using that mallet that he had. He was kind of banging on it like on the head of that guy, like if he was like a kid in a sandbox, like he's still a child at the man.
I don't know about that one. Homie was throwing his chainsaw around with 100% bullseye accuracy.
It's a Netflix movie. It's kind of mid.
He was professional. But
okay.
What
you have to remember, he hasn't killed in a long time.
It don't matter, bro.
In the movie, he literally went into the caretaker's care, Like, when did he start killing again? Like, no, he hasn't killed in the movie.
He started
Sam.
killing because his mom fucking died.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like
What-
before that, I'm saying before that.
What
like,
I was
there's-
saying is that he wasn't like killing like a child. Like he seemed to like just pick it up and like an old habit and was just like,
Like,
muscle
he knew what
memory.
he
Let
was
me
doing.
just
That's it. Well,
like,
it's like
that
it's
dude
Michael
snapped
Myers.
that. Like he fucking snapped that fucking sheriff's wrist like it was fucking nothing, bro.
Well, because he did
And then
grab
he
his hand.
stabbed him with it.
He grabbed
Yeah.
his hand. You know what is he supposed to do? I'm not defending Leatherface, but I'm just saying like, hey, like, man, like that guy did grab his hand pretty hard. You know,
No,
no
Alex.
reason to grab his fucking hand and shove it in his throat or something to rip it apart. But
Wait, Alex,
Damn.
what do you like? What's your like? What are you trying to say though? Like, what about the killing?
I think
lost you.
it stays true to him. He's brutal. He's a brutal killer in the OG movies. You know, he doesn't
You
really
don't give
care
a
how you feel.
fuck.
Yeah. So I like how
I
he like
agree.
essentially used everything around him as a weapon. Even the bodies themselves, he uses weapons.
Oh yeah.
Bro, the funniest part to me is when he cut his mom's face off, right? And then the first thing he does is look into the sky with it, and all I thought of was just Dwight just going.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
With the
I
fucking
didn't think about
face.
that. That's funny though.
Yes.
I totally forgot he cut off his mom's face.
Yeah, he cut it off immediately. As soon as they crashed, he was like, "All right, mom, going on my
All right.
face."
All right, mom, you're a part of me now. Okay, but besides that, fuck, I have.
What you said earlier about them trying to hide who he was. I don't think he was trying to. They were trying to do that, but like the new characters, these people that were trying to buy the town, they didn't know who he was, and that was the thing. Like, because the producers were hiding his face from these new characters because these new characters have never seen him before. I think that's what it was. That was less of them trying to hide it from us as the watchers, but from the other characters, if that makes sense.
Kind of like the same way they were hiding his face from Sally in the first movies. You know what I'm talking about? She was the only
Right.
survivor, but
Like,
she never,
of course,
she never knew what he looked like.
we know. Yeah.
Yeah,
The only thing I know is that you're kind of cute.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah, I get that.
Enough about pros.
I have something negative to say about what Anthony said, but I'll leave that more for that discussion. But I'll leave it for a little bit. No, because there's one more pro or a couple more pros I have to say. Number one, the gore was fucking phenomenal. That party bus scene when he's slashing
Bro,
everyone to fucking bits was
that
one of the
shit was
craziest
fucking
scenes I've
crazy.
seen in a slasher film in a long time. That shit was
Honestly,
fucking awesome.
I couldn't believe it at first. Like, he got onto the bus, and I'm like, okay, something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna come up behind him, and then he killed like the first person. I'm like, okay, still something's gonna happen. There's no way he's gonna kill everyone on this bus, and then he did, and it was
My favorite
intense.
part. You're gonna get canceled, buddy, if you try anything. Fucking chainsaws.
Oh
this
yeah.
guy.
Oh my god, bro.
And then the
That
comments
shit-
on the live, they're like, "This is fake, yo."
Oh yeah,
Right?
like
Did it
oh
say
yeah,
that?
this ain't real. Yeah, you didn't see that in the comments.
Like all
on
the comments
live.
are like, "Oh my god, so fake. This looks so staged. What the fuck is happening?"
Okay, but the only thing I have to say about it, where it's like it's not. You shouldn't. Obviously, if you have someone has a fucking chainsaw, you're not gonna run at him. But there's like 20 people in there. Like, I fucking charge his ass.
Right.
Well,
I'm
wasn't
surprised
that
no one
for
tried to
me.
go behind him to get off the bus.
Yeah, I was about to say my only like quarrel with it is that everyone backed into a corner instead of trying to like slip under him to get out the fucking door.
Or out the
Like,
windows.
everyone
out the
was like,
windows that could
"Ugh."
open.
Oh,
Let me sit against this hard middle corner. That funny.
oh yeah, and there's no emergency exits besides like the one in the bathroom.
Party foul.
Right?
No, but I was just gonna say, and this isn't like knocking it or anything, but I thought it was because like the choreography of the scene. But I thought it was funny because if it was like IRL, he could have just like put it horizontal and just like slice to everyone, and then,
Right?
like, a fucking
Yeah.
circle.
But where's the fun in that, man? You know,
Exactly.
your
Exactly.
visuals.
That's why I said the choreography.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, okay. But I guess other than that, I'm not sure there's anything else really. I thought.
What
Cool
did y'all think
gore.
of? What did y'all think of the guy in the truck? The guy that like owned all those places.
The guy in the truck, the one who got killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't
that
think he owned
that
those
narrows it
places.
down
I
to
thought he
everybody,
was
but
just
yeah. You know what I mean. But you know who I'm talking about. What y'all think of him?
The
I liked
redneck
him.
dude?
Yeah, actually
Yeah,
liked
I actually really liked him too.
Bro, I can't say anything about him without going in the negative, so I'm going to wait a sec.
I was just
Well,
saying,
not anything. Like, he was a cool character. Like, he's just like, Yeehaw, I'm from Texas and I'm a badass because I carry a big gun and I got
Yeah,
small
I mean,
dicks to go
that's
alongside it.
that's literally what Texas is, though. So
I got big gun.
I've seen bigger.
I
Okay,
got
this is
big
so
gun and a
weird.
big truck, so my pee-pee's
It's
small by default.
it's weird though because the beginning of the film when they when he was at the gas station and they dissed him, and then later they were like, oh shit, he's like the mechanic or whatever in this town. I thought that was kind of showing that he's going to be more important. And I the whole time I was like, what if he's like this twist dude that's like actually a part of like Otherface's family or some weird ass twist? But no, then he just fucking died. So I was like, all right.
no.
Same, bro.
I was like, oh, okay, never mind. He's just who he is.
Okay, I guess this will lead us into our cons. I felt there are so many just wasted potential good storylines in here.
Yeah.
Like, I know that it was like part of like the sisters' progression, or I don't even know who the main fucking character was in this movie.
It was
So,
the sisters. It was the sisters.
was it both of them? Okay,
Yeah,
I was
I
about to say,
I
I don't know
think
which
so.
one it was trying to follow specifically, but the
I'd
one
say
that
it was
was all
both.
shy, that was in that school shooting, like
Yeah.
I feel like it literally played almost no role into how the movie played out, even though they made it this big old deal.
Dude, they kept showing visuals of that school shooting, not ever claiming it was a school shooting. They were just kept showing visuals of the school, and so you assume it was a school shooting, and that never really ever contributed to her character. You never even got much backstory about it.
Yeah,
Besides,
exactly. And what it was supposed to do was supposed to make like this dynamic between her and the fucking cowboy all different, or like kind of standoffish. And then they grow to be friends and shit. Literally, fucking just useless because they just killed him right off the fucking bat. Like,
See,
I hate that he had the fucking gun, and he's like, I got this. But I feel like he would know better than to rush into a fucking killer's home that he doesn't know anything about. Like, he doesn't walk into the home, he doesn't know anything is.
that's
He's like,
another thing
I
that
don't. No, I disagree because like his personality, like we were talking about, is like, oh, I'm Texas, I'm badass, I have a gun. I feel like it's very much in his personality to be like, okay, this guy just killed somebody, I'm gonna go in there and like shoot
I
his
feel like
ass.
what would have made more sense if he fucking ran up there with the AR instead of his little bitch pistol.
I'm pretty sure he did it. Just the first thing he thought of was just like, I gotta go shoot this
guys
guy.
that's not what I'm mad about. And I mean, I'm mad about this, but I expected it, to be honest. The fucking horror convenience, dog. Like, you have a fucking gun,
Dude.
shoot his fucking ass.
Yeah.
oh, you mean Sally when she points?
No,
the
no, no, no,
fucking-
no, no, no. We'll get to her. We'll get to her. I'm talking about just that guy.
Yeah, whenever he was point blank in that fucking room with them.
And he's like paused, and then the fucking Leatherface was like, "Shoot me, bitch!" And then he did, and he like fucking hit him and broke his leg, and fucking.
Or when that
think-
dumb bitch Sarah was like, "Say my fucking name. Say you remember
I
me."
hated that scene. Why did he not kill her? Why?
Because that's what I was saying. He should have fucking killed her. He killed everyone else in the party bus. But why the fuck
Yeah, and
not Sarah, who has
And
a fucking
apparently
weapon?
he doesn't remember who she is either, so it's not like some kind of
You mean Sally?
emotional significance.
Right?
So
It's like,
why? Like, what reason? I don't get it.
I don't even think in the first film he knew her name, dude. He just knew she was a survivor girl. Number one, number two. Actually, I'll get to this now, I guess. Okay, they're trying to do the whole thing with Halloween, where they have the badass survivor Lori come back, but Sally was never a badass in the first movie. Yes, she survived, but she survived as a horror girl. She didn't really do anything, like really badass to make her like be that iconic or recognized. So when she came back like as this badass, like, oh, he's alive, I'm gonna kill his ass. Like, no, that's not
It
her
made-
character.
yeah,
Well,
no,
I
it
like
made
that though
no
because
sense.
it's like 50 years later. It's progression. She became a cop, and she like
Texas
progressed.
Ranger.
She grew. She matured. I think that was awesome because it's like, oh, this person that was nobody who barely survived this massacre has grown, and now she's like this badass that is gonna kill him finally. You know,
You see,
Like,
it
I
could
thought
have, okay, and it could have been awesome, Anthony, if she would have fucking not been such a dumbass when she was fighting him.
You know
Yeah,
what Texas
if she
Rangers
would have
are?
been if she wouldn't have flinched and just shot him in the fucking face, that would have completed her character arc. But instead, they had her demature and be this little whiny bitch that was like, "Hey, remember me,
I do
fucker?
agree with
Hey,
that.
hey, remember me? Hey, you remember me, bitch?"
Yeah,
It
and
just
Anthony,
didn't do anything.
Anthony, it would like you have a great point. It would have been great, but like he said, they wasted her whole redemption arc because I thought the whole point was, oh, she came back, it was going to come full circle, she's supposed to kill him, but she just
Yeah, I
fucking
thought that
decides
too.
to be stupid, and that's such a waste of a character, and
I
it
agree.
it kind of pisses on the people that saw the original.
Let me remind you what the Texas Ranger is. There's only 234 Texas Rangers in this whole state of Texas, right? They're also known as the Texan Devils. So these guys are badass, police officers.
Mhm.
Why the fuck did she fucking stutter step the whole time? Like she was scared of him, but I feel like she's dealt with enough like criminals. She knows what he's capable of. She's seen it before.
That's true. That is true.
She had great accuracy when she was sawed in half.
Oh yeah, that's part of the training. They saw you in half, and then they're like, "All right."
I don't. The whole thing made me mad.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been more acceptable. I still wouldn't have liked it, but it would have been more acceptable if the scene with her being in the room and not shooting and him ignoring her wasn't there. Like if she tried her actual best to kill him and it still wasn't enough and he still killed her, that would have sucked, but it would have been like okay, I would have been okay with that. But it's the fact that they both didn't kill each other. Like
The
on
fact
purpose.
they just kind of stood there and just teased each other, and he was like,
right.
"I don't
That's
even
what
know
made
who
me
you
mad.
are."
Like if she actually tried and failed, okay, but she didn't.
He
so.
even let her go at first. He was like, "No, you're not. I'm not gonna deal with you."
Yeah.
Okay, but what's it called? Fuck. Wait, I lost it. Damn it.
Watch your language.
Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. I lost what I was gonna say.
I also sorry.
No, you're good.
This is near the ending. This is the ending, actual ending.
Actually,
Wait,
can we
no,
talk
don't
about that
talk
last?
it.
Can we
Yeah,
talk about that
don't
last?
Don't talk about that.
Oh,
I was gonna ask if y'all had anything else before the ending because I wanted to go there too.
I do. I'm just trying to remember. Fuck. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is supposed to be kind of a direct sequel to the original, right? I feel like this movie showed no importance to the first film at all. Like the only thing they said at the beginning was, "Yeah, there was a massacre that happened a while back, but like, we don't know the fucking killer or like." This is the lone survivor, and nobody in the town fucking knows shit about the whole incident. No, they don't ever mention the incident. They don't say, "Oh, this guy must be the killer," like from the years ago. They don't say shit about it. The only person that knows is Sally, which I mean makes sense, but it's like you think like more authorities would know about the incident.
Oh wait, what do you mean? What do you mean that nobody knows?
Like
Nobody knows that it
like
happened?
like they downplayed the importance of the first film. Like they don't even connect very much of it besides, oh, it was just an incident that happened.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
like they don't acknowledge that it was a thing. Like
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
Well, to be fair, it was like 50 years ago.
Yeah,
or
okay,
however
but
long.
that also
Okay,
brings
What
me,
about
that also
the
brings me
Zodiac
back.
killer?
That also brings me back to the beginning we were talking about, Anthony, how it didn't show his face. Those fucking cops knew about it, and those cops are way older. They don't say, "Hey, you look kind of like that fucking killer."
yeah, and like think about it. Like
Well,
how many
no, wait.
serial
Hold on.
killers today are we aware of that were like way before we were even born?
The Zodiac
Like
killer.
Okay,
exactly,
hold
like
on.
Zodiac Killer, Charles Manson. We all know them. So you figured a fucker who went to town on people with a chainsaw and fucking meat hooks would be
It's-
something that the mass media would still, know about.
Especially when there was
So
a
hold on.
survivor.
I disagree. For two reasons. One, they were hiding his face. Like he was actively hiding his face from everybody. So no one really saw him until it was too late. And two, no one knows what he actually looked like because he was always wearing a mask. So no one would have recognized him either way.
Yeah, but Sally knew he was still alive, so you don't think she told the
No.
authorities about her experience?
Well, yeah, but she had been looking for him. Like they said in the movie, she'd been looking for him for 30 years and had no luck. So she didn't. They even said it's hard to look for somebody that you have no idea what they look like. He was wearing a mask, and there's no way to track him. So we could walk. You know that fact that's like, oh, you walk by so many serial killers in your life. Like
Yeah.
even if we knew what they look like, we probably wouldn't know like in person.
That's fair.
Especially if they were wearing a mask and like no one knew who he was, you know?
Yeah, but she knew what he was wearing. Besides his face, he wore the same attire. He fit the same description, and they even show in the beginning when They showed the newspaper of that story. They made movie. They showed in the universe. They made movies. They made reenactments with the same description she did. He looks exactly the
Right.
fucking same as the first movie.
But no one even knew they were there either. Like,
yeah, that's another red flag. That's another red flag. If I was a cop, I'd be like, "Why the fuck are y'all here?" And like, "Hey, you kind of look like that killer. Like, you fit the
But
description."
no one knew they were there. Like, the cops didn't know they were there because everyone thought that was an abandoned town. So the cops didn't like go check every house. Like, they did not. If they knew that they were there, then they could have drawn the conclusion. But they had never even seen them before. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I mean?
even when they figured out they were there, though, I guess those cops just didn't read up on their shit.
Wait, what do you mean? After they figured out,
Because the cops they had to take the mom, remember, and the dude, they had to take him to the hospital.
that's fair.
And
then
they
at
didn't say
that
a
point,
word.
it's just like okay, like maybe this is weird. Like if I was a cop in that situation, I'd be like, okay, I didn't know you were even here. Like, who are you?
Isn't he wearing the
But
same
still-
fucking outfit in all the movies?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
true.
He's wearing
But
the
still.
same shirt, pants, and the fucking overall covering in the front. They're like, no.
No, but Anthony's got a point though. Like it goes both ways.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fair.
I don't think if I was the cop, I wouldn't have recognized him.
I think we.
I think it's less about them recognizing them, and it's more about the teenagers being so retarded as to not pick up on what's happening.
Yeah, I do think we need more context on it though, because we can draw conclusions all we want
That's fair.
Yeah.
from both sides.
All right.
And one more thing about the outfit. If say like the Zodiac killer, do y'all know what outfit he wore?
No.
These
I don't-
nuts.
Okay, the chainsaw killer, Leatherface, he wore that outfit one time. Like this is what everyone else thinks. Like this random serial killer was wearing just regular random things, killed a bunch of people, and then no one saw him again.
I
So
do
no
think
one's
that's.
gonna be like, oh, he was wearing this. 50 years later, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember he was wearing this shirt. You
I
know?
do think that's funny though. How dumb can you be killing someone 50 years ago, wearing the same ass outfit?
Yeah.
Wearing the same face, literally.
Yeah, literally. Fucking also, Mel, I think the older sister, man, she tried to play hero way too fucking much, dog.
She was retarded.
Yeah.
I didn't like that bitch.
Like
I was hoping-
Sally distracted him when they were gonna drive off, and she's like, "No, actually, I'm gonna hit him."
Speaking of that, can we jump to the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
God, I'm so happy this bitch died.
God.
What?
Fuck that bitch. God, I hated her ass. I wanted her to get killed first, right when the movie
Why?
started.
Why?
She was such an annoying piece of shit character. I don't know. Like,
Why
literally
was she
every
annoying?
line of dialogue that came out of her mouth, I just rolled my eyes.
Why? For what?
'Cause
Like,
she's-
elaborate.
Her
on that.
character is like the most hyper exaggerated millennial teenager that you can see, and it just pissed me off because they did it in the most annoying ways.
I disagree. I feel like she was a very average teenager.
What?
They're not even teenagers; they're in college, right, or something like that. I don't know. They're older, I think, but still.
Well, maybe she's just the type of fucking person that I fucking hate, because she's like felt like exaggerated in like every trait that she had. Like it felt like an old ass like 70-year-old director started writing this movie and was like, I think this is how kids talk nowadays. They all
Maybe
drive
I-
their fancy electric cars.
I thought it was very average. I thought it was normal. Like I didn't see anything
What pissed me
weird
off,
about her.
since we're talking about the end, what pissed me off, she was driving away in the Tesla. The Tesla was going so fucking slow. It
Well,
was going
that-
a
okay.
mile a minute. And
And
he
she's-
stands there and celebrates. And she's screaming at the window. And instead of, him throwing the fucking chainsaw like he did previously, he's like,
He just stood there.
Okay,
Bro,
wait,
that shit made me
I
laugh
also
at the end.
disagree
He
with that. Hold
fucking
on.
Fortnite emoted on that
he
bitch.
could have killed her. He could have
He
Alex,
did
ran
the
up in
Travis
car and
Scott
killed her.
mic stand yell into the fucking crowd.
Alex, no, okay, so I disagree. I feel like that was beautiful that he did that because what's her name? Sally? What's her name?
She did
The
that
other
in the
girl?
first movie.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he did that in the first movie, but whatever her name was, like, don't run away. Like, if you run away, this guy will haunt you for the rest of life. She was like, whatever you do, like, it's better to die trying. Like, don't run away because this will. It's basically saying it's worse for you to survive this if he's still alive, and that's exactly what happened. So now for the rest of her life, like, it's gonna be haunting her just like it did Sally or Sarah.
Yeah, but
So I feel like it was smart.
they did take the advice though. They thought they killed him. They went back and they tried to kill
No,
him, and they
oh.
thought they did.
No, because Alex said that Leatherface should have thrown the chainsaw, but I was saying I'm
Oh,
just
should've.
I feel
okay.
like I
Because
feel like that was part of the arc was that it's worse for her to have survived knowing that he's still there
see,
because now her life
and
is over.
that would make sense if she already didn't previously listen to her advice and be like, fuck it, I'm going to go down fighting. And then completely go against everything that was said and just let a car going at 1 mile an hour drive her away and run away to safety. That
I mean, what
completely
was she
cancels out the moment that she
what,
had of
Is she
standing
gonna
up to the
become
bully.
Is she gonna
no,
become a
because
Texas
what
Ranger
is
now?
she?
What?
Hopefully, maybe.
Is
What? I
is
don't know.
whatever her name is gonna be? She's gonna become a fucking Texas Ranger now because now that she's still alive.
Okay, but like the thing, I was gonna go back on this because Mel, whenever they got in the car crash, and then did I miss it? How did she get out of that fucking rod that was in her leg? I might have missed it.
She pulled it out.
She didn't.
Did she pull it out?
It didn't show.
It did. Okay, that's one. That's strike one. That's what I thought. It didn't show, and then she went to go play hero. She gets knocked over, and then he's right fucking there in front of her sister, about to chainsaw her ass, and all of a sudden or not chainsaw her ass. I think his chainsaw fell. Yeah, and so his chainsaw fell. One shot, she's in the dirt. The next 5 seconds, she's up and in front of her sister with a chainsaw in her hand, and then she fucking chainsaws his throat or whatever. But it's like, right before he fell, I was like, okay, he's still standing. Like chainsaw him in half or something. And nope, of course they didn't do that. And that's when I knew he survived.
If they don't show the body, then they're not dead.
Yeah, but even then, if she had chopped him in half, horizontal, split, and then he should be dead.
Either way, he should have been fucking dead. Homie took that chainsaw to the fucking stomach.
And the throat went right up.
I was so pissed off the way they ended it, partially because it reminded me just how they ended the new Friday the 13th, where they're like, "Oh, we got him," and then he gets up and just slaughters everyone anyways for no fucking reason.
You mean Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant, not Friday the 13th. My bad.
I was like, that didn't happen in the new Friday the 13th.
But yeah, where they just kind of just like, oh, we got him, and then he's like, ha, psych, and then gets up and kills. They didn't have to do that. They could have just ended the franchise, but they're like, huh, money.
That's different though. Halloween, Michael Myers is somewhat supernatural.
Yeah, this is just a regular fucking dude though.
Exactly.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's wrong with his face? He has some disease, right?
No, he's like autistic or something. He's got his mental, legit, he's got this mental health problem.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
thought
I
he
don't
had-
think
I
he
thought he
has
had,
physical
some kind of-
deformities.
Maybe not.
I thought his face was deformed somehow. Because I thought.
Cutting people's faces off and wearing them is like a kink to him.
It's like a mental thing. It's like a brain thing. That's why in the very first film, whenever his family was they were setting up a table to be cannibals and eat dinner with human flesh. They told him that he dressed up as a lady, like as if he's getting ready for dinner, casual.
He had a skin disease, and that's why he didn't. That's why he wanted to wear other people's faces.
That too. Or also
he had a facial disfigurement and a skin disease that caused severe deformities and tumors to his face.
And this shit's freaky.
And then he turned into a killer.
Anyways, can't wait to see the second movie. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh yeah, I guess my final thing real quick is just a quick gripe. That dude at the gas station, he called Sally instead of calling any other authorities.
Yeah.
Let me get this 70-year-old woman to come and kill him because it's part of her redemption. He's seen her before.
Gets clapped immediately. Man, fuck that.
Maybe
This
I
whole
should have called
movie was
some police.
doo-doo. All right. Well, I think we've shit on this movie enough, boys. Let's drop our final ratings. Alex, you want to go first? I like your.
I think I'm gonna give this a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Respectable.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5.
Do you remember what I gave Moonfall?
You gave it a 2.
I'll give this one a 3.
Okay.
Noah.
Say the plot was more recognizable and understandable than Moonfall was, and the gore gives it about the same amount of bonus points as I would say the CGI in that did. So
I'm gonna give it a 4 because at least I enjoyed this movie. At
that's
least I
fair.
enjoyed watching it.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right.
I thought it was actually. Hold on, I'm between a 7 and 8.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what did you give it, Alex?
I give it a 5. I said.
Okay. Sorry, I'm writing it down.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah,
Like I said, it's really enjoyable if you're into slasher flicks like this.
I didn't give it an 8 because I think it was too rushed.
It was really rushed. They didn't have. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know. I don't know what budget they gave him either. I don't know how the whole deal was. Anyways, that's our review of Texas Chainsaw 2022, Netflix distributed. What did y'all think?
Very
Make sure y'all give us a rating if y'all can on whatever you're listening to. Make sure to check out our socials. Make sure to follow us on our socials as well so that you can get all of the best news and information from us directly before any podcast. Anything else for the viewers?
Do not think so.
just say hi to your mom for me.
Yeah, stay hungry, my friends.